I mean, I'm speechless. I can't believe it. The Ravens claimed Diontae Johnson. Made the craziest move, the most unexpected move I could ever see them making. When you break it down, it kind of makes sense. We're going to talk about that all on today's show, but wow. Still, nonetheless, speechless, shocked, can't believe it. Any other synonym you want to use, any other synonym you know, just fill in the blank. That's how I'm feeling. I'm sure that's how you're feeling. Thanks so much for tuning in, everybody. This is the Ravens Rundown. I am your host, Joey Petersen, and I just want to shine some light real quick on the awesome season that we've had. So far, 8,404 subscribers, 26,000 total on the channel. We're 948 away to 27K. It's been an awesome last couple of months. We're only ramping it up in January for playoff coverage. So if you don't want to miss a moment of your favorite team, the Baltimore Ravens, make sure you hit that subscribe button. So let's dig into the tweets. Coming from Mike Garofolo, broke the news today with Rap Sheet as well. Says sources to me in Rap Sheet, the Ravens claimed Diontae Johnson off waivers from the Texans. You read that right. However, per NFL rules, he will not be awarded to them until after the Super Bowl. He will then be a free agent. This effectively ends Johnson's season. Two things here. The Ravens will be in line for a compensatory draft pick if Diontae Johnson gets a deal that factors into the formula. And this is also an experienced receiver off the market should another team need one in a pinch this offseason. Okay, and then Adam Schefter sheds some more light on it. I went ahead and turned it into a quote. This is from his Twitter. Back to Baltimore. The Ravens claimed their former wide receiver Diontae Johnson on waivers today from the Texans. Per League's Wire, this is a procedural move, and Johnson won't officially be awarded to the Ravens until after the Super Bowl. But he qualifies as an unrestricted free agent this offseason, and if he signs with another team, he factors into Baltimore's compensatory pick formula, potentially helping it obtain an additional draft pick in 2026. Johnson doesn't have the ability to play this postseason and likely won't step foot back in the Ravens facility. Before we talk about anything, you tell me very quick, did you see this coming? And don't lie, okay? That means I should see 100 ins in the chat down below. Type Y for yes if you did. Type in for no. So my first reaction to this is just like, what? Like, I remember Allie Barefoot broke the news to me. I was building graphics on my computer. We were sitting in the office. She said, Diontae Johnson claimed by the Ravens. I thought she was joking. I could not believe it. And you know why I couldn't believe it? Because this happened just yesterday. Adam Schefter, Texans waived Diontae Johnson. I even quoted that graphic on Twitter with a funny little reply. It said, wow, who could have seen this coming? And you know why they waived Diontae Johnson? Well, per reports, it was much of the same. It was everything that we saw in Baltimore. Diontae Johnson was visibly upset in the Texans locker room due to lack of playing time targets after Houston's wild card win. Okay, and let me give you just a little bit of recap on his time with Baltimore because it was short, wasn't very sweet. October 29th, Ravens traded for Johnson. Then November 7th, 1 reception, 6 yards against Cincinnati. December 1st, he refused to go in against Philadelphia. December 4th, he then served a 1-game suspension, and then quickly after that, he was released. And the reason that he didn't go into the game against Philadelphia is because he was upset with the lack of snaps he was getting, with the lack of targets he was getting. Same thing he was upset about in Houston. You can look at the snap counts right here. 6, 3, 6, 4, 0. Okay, so it's just kind of been a lot of the same for Diontae Johnson. And that's why he was frustrated in Baltimore. That's why he was frustrated in Houston. And now I guess, and honestly, props to Eric DeCosta and that organization, that front office, of seeing this as an opportunity to claim a guy and just see if you can actually get something for him in the offseason. Now, do I think that's actually going to work? We'll talk about that in just a little bit. But before we do, I got to give a shout out to the sponsor of today's video. That is our good friends over at PrizePicks. It is the easiest, most exciting way to play daily fantasy sports, and it's playoff time. That means it's now or never, so don't miss out on the last few weeks of football action with PrizePicks. It's the best place to win cash while watching the playoffs. You can now win up to 1,000 times your money on PrizePicks. Sign up today and get $50 instantly when you play $5. You don't even need a win to receive the $50 bonus. It's guaranteed. PrizePicks now offers MasterCard for quick and easy deposits into your account this sports season. PrizePicks also offers weekly promotions that can lead to big payouts like Taco Tuesday. Each Tuesday, PrizePicks discounts select player projections up to 25% to provide even more value for your lineups. You can take a look at my lineup I've got for this upcoming Monday's National Championship game. PrizePicks offers awesome little random promotions like right here, Will Howard, just half a passing yard. Take advantage of that, folks. I got the less on Riley Leonard pass yards, and a hot take, I think Notre Dame's going to be selling out to stop Jeremiah Smith at all costs, so I've got the less than 80.5 receiving yards for him. Download the PrizePicks app today and use code CLNS and get $50 instantly when you play $5. That's code CLNS on PrizePicks to get $50 instantly when you play just $5. You don't even need a win to receive the $50 bonus. It's guaranteed. Link to this promo is in the comments and description of today's video. PrizePicks, run your game. And honestly, guys, like if Schefter's right and he doesn't step foot into this facility, and he doesn't step foot into anything with anybody on this team and does not ruin any kind of the mojo that they've got going on right now, then I don't mind it, right? Sign the guy or claim the guy. You own his rights. And then if he gets signed somewhere after he's an unrestricted free agent when the season's over, then you can still get that compensatory draft pick. But when he was with the Texans, or if you would just let him sit and be nothing on the waiver wire, then there would have been a 0% chance that you got back a draft pick for 2026. And so it's like, might as well take a shot. Now, if it was one of those deals where you claimed him and he had to be in the facility, he had to be around this team, and he had to, I know the rosters froze on January 4th, so he never would have played, but still, like, then I would have said, it's not worth it, right? We all know that this team feels like they're absolutely clicking right now, and adding a guy who has kind of been detrimental to a locker room before, adding him again, I would have said no way. But, like, if you're just going to add him to own his rights to possibly get that compensatory draft pick, then by all means, I like it, right? It took a little while for me to realize what it was, and I think everybody agrees with me and they feel that exact same way. But now that you look at it in that way, it's like, not bad. See if you can get something from him. What's your one-word reaction to the Johnson claim? Let me know in the comment section down below. And don't lie to me, okay? I think my one-word reaction right now after knowing everything is probably like, all right, not too pumped about it, not too bummed about it. We'll see where it goes. So you you traded for him back on October 29th. This is what you got. Right, a 2025 6th-round pick and a 2026 6th-round pick, and all you gave up was that 2025 5th-round pick. Now you can get an additional 6th-round pick if he gets picked up and signs an X amount of contract. But the reason you waived him in the first place is because, you weren't getting anything from him. 5 targets, 1 reception, 6 yards, 0 touchdowns, and so it's like, you know what? Good riddance. It's not like he was doing anything for your team anyway, which is like kind of confusing because when he was with Carolina in the beginning of this season, like he was doing something. He had pretty decent stats with Carolina. And then he came in and he just wasn't utilized, okay? And I think a lot of that, it wasn't due to the team not liking him. If you saw the video after the Christmas Day game against the Texans, Isaiah Likely, Lamar Jackson, Derrick Henry, Zay Flowers, all those guys, they were pumped to see Diontae Johnson. I just don't think Harbaugh liked him very much. And so now you have him. Now you own his rights. And you can see and kind of figure it out this offseason. Do we want to give him another chance in this wide receiver room? Do we want to see if he clicks with a full offseason? In my opinion, that's probably not going to happen just because I don't think John Harbaugh likes this guy one bit. But you never know. Crazier things have happened. I didn't think he'd ever be on this team again. And here we are. Crazy, man. I still am a little bit shocked about it. I think producer Colin's a little bit shocked about it. I think everybody in Baltimore is a little bit shocked about it. But hey, at the end of the day, I think this was a good move because you can still get something back for him, and he does nothing to ruin this team's chemistry when they go on the hopeful Super Bowl run. Thanks so much for tuning in, everybody. Really appreciate it. This is why you subscribe to the channel. This happened just, 40 minutes ago, and we already got a video out. We already got a video done. We do it faster, better than anybody else on YouTube, so hit that sub button.